So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the class. And in this class, we are going to discuss determination of initial basic feasible solution by least cost method. And we'll try to focus on the previous year problems, what have came. So I have 3 year question paper with me, 16, 17, 18. So in 16, 17, 18, whichever question came based on least cost method or matrix minimum method, I'll try to do that. Last class, we discussed the same concept, determination of initial basic feasible solution, and that we did by using northwest corner method. Okay, everyone. So I believe you are clear with last class problems, what we did. In case of any doubt, please ask me. Okay, now in today class, we'll do this problem. If you see this problem, guys, now, yeah. So this question, the first part of this question we did already yesterday when I was discussing northwest corner method. And today I'll discuss by matrix minimum method, the same set of data will take. Okay, let me just copy this data. So which year this question came? This question came in May 2016. So I'm doing 2016 question paper. So this question was of 5 marks. This question was of 5 marks. So this question was of 5 marks. So we'll do this question. Whenever you get the question, guys, make sure you read, spend 2-3 minutes time on the question. Understand that the cost element what is given, it should be cost. It should be cost like cost. What should I say? The matrix element what should be given? It should be cost element where the total sum of demand should be equal to total sum of supply. Okay, everyone. So be sure about that part. Okay, here if I see total demand 20 plus 40 plus 30 plus 10. So and total sum of supply is 100, total sum of demand is 100. Then this is 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 5. This is 4, 1, 9. This is supply. So that is 419 already was the supply. 30, 50, 20. This is 100. 20, 40, 30, 10. This is demand. Okay, so this I need to solve this problem, guys, by matrix minima method. This is called matrix minima method, or we call this as the we'll call this also least cost method. So matrix minima method. Okay. So here you see matrix minimum method. Pick the cell having the lowest element. So you can see this is also lowest. This is also lowest. This is also lowest. You can pick any element, either this, either this, either this. Okay. You can pick any cell having the minimum element. Whichever you say doesn't matter. Whichever you pick, your answer will not be dependent on what you are picking. So please understand that part. Please don't get confused on this part. So this, if I pick this cell, for example, randomly, whichever you say, I'll do that. This will be 10. This will get over, and this will be 40. Okay. Then pick the next cell. Again, I have one only. So I have one only. So I can pick any cell. Suppose if I pick this, so this would be 20. This would be 20, and this would be 10. Fine. Then if I go with this one, this would be 10. This would be 10. This is done. This will not get anything. And this will be 20. Correct, everyone? Yeah. Then 1, 1, 1 done. Now I have two. Any two you can pick. If I pick this two, this is 20. And this left is 20. Then this is 20. This left is 20. This 20 will get over. And that 20 will come here. That 20 will come here. So matrix minimum method. So you can pick any element which is having the lowest element, lowest value. So the total cost here, if you find the total cost, that will be 1 into 20 plus 1 into 10, 1 into 20 plus 1 into 10 plus 3 into 20 plus 2 into 20 plus 1 into 10 plus 2 into 20. So here you can see the total occupied cell. Here you have 4 column 3 row, 4 plus 3 7 minus 1 6. Total occupied cell should be 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is equal to 20 plus 10 plus 60 plus 40 plus 10 plus 40. This value will be equal to 100, 140, 150, 160, 180. So the total cost will be 180. Always see the test of degeneracy. I hope you remember it. Last two classes, I'm talking about test of degeneracy. Test of degeneracy basically means the number of allocation, guys. Test of degeneracy basically means the number of allocation. The number of allocation should follow this rule, m plus n minus 1. The total number of allocation should follow this rule, m plus n minus 1. Anyone, any doubt? Any doubt, anyone, guys? Understood, right? Matrix minimum method. Please ask me. Same way, the way we did northwest corner method, the same way this we are doing this matrix minimum method. In matrix minimum method, we picked the smallest cell, we did the allocation on that, then we pick the next smallest cell. So here, if you have one or two cells having same value, you can randomly pick any cell out of them because you cannot assign any rule for them. I hope that's why matrix minimum method is not an ideal method. So out of least cost method or northwest corner method or by Vogel approximation method, uh, we always follow a Vogel approximation method. Okay, so out of the three methods, the best method is Vogel approximation. Any doubt, anyone? Clear, everyone? Can I go ahead? Anyone, any doubt? Anything you want to ask from me? Fine. So if we see the next question, if I see the next question, this was from business analytics paper. So same question, same set of question. Here you can see yesterday we did, if you are there in my class, I did this problem, determine the initial basic feasible solution. First, we did the same problem by northwest corner method, and then we are going to do the same problem by least cost method. So either you can use the word least cost method or matrix minimum method, both mean same thing. Okay, everyone. Anyone, any doubt, anything you want to ask from me, feel free to ask your question, guys. So this is W1, W2, W3, W4. Then here is supply. Then this is F1. Then this is F2. Then this is F3. Then here there is a demand. This is 21, 17, 32. Then 16, then 18, then 17, then 25, then 14, then 18, then 13, then 23, then 48. This is 6, this is 10, this is 12, this is 15, this is 11, this is 13, this is 19. So the total sum of supply should be equal to total sum of demand. So 13, this total sum should be equal to 43. Okay, so when we use this northwest corner, least cost method or matrix minimum method, guys, we pick the cell having the least value. So which cell is having the least value? 13. So we pick the cell which is having the least value. So the cell which is having the least value is 13. Okay, then you can see total sum, total supply is 11, total demand is 15. So you will put this as 11 and this will be 4. Okay, so now if this is 4, then nothing can be supplied to this. Okay, so this is 11. So this is 11, this is 11. Okay, now the next cell is 14. So you can see the total demand is 12, total supply is 13. So we'll put 12 here. put 12 here, just get over, this will be 1. Okay, then the next smallest one is 17. 17, this is 1. 1, just get cancelled, this get cancelled, this get cancelled, this will be 5. Then you can see this total 19. 5 will come here, 10 will go like that, 10 will come here, so this will become 9. Then 5 will come here, then 4 will come here. Everything will get come. So you can see this, guys. So if you see this allocation, guys, so this is 21, then this is 16, then this is 25, then this is 13 having allocation called 11, then this is 17 is equal to 1, then next cell is what, 7 after 17, 18, 14, 18, 14, and then 14 is having a value called 12. 14 is having a value called 12. Then you have 23. Then this is 32. Then this is 5. Then this is 17. Then this is 10. Then this is 18. This is 48. So if you see the allocation, there should be 6 allocation. There should be 6 allocation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 allocation should be there. This should be 4, right? This should be 4. You can do the sum, guys. You can see the sum. So you can do the sum row wise. Sum 11. Then this is 13. No? 11. Then 13. 11. Then you can see 13. Correct. Third row should be 19. Third row it should be 19. Correct. First column it should be 6. First column it should be 6. Second column it should be 10. Second column it should be 10. Third column it should be 12. Fourth column it should be 15. Clear, everyone? Okay, once you're done with this, you can find the total cost. You can find the total cost. Total cost is 13 into 11 plus 17 into 1 plus 14 into 12 plus 32 into 5 plus 17 into 10 plus 48 into 4. This is 143 plus 17 plus 14 into 12. 14 into 12. 168. Then this is 160. Then 170. Then 32. 3 carry 192. 143. Then 168. Then 160. Then 170. Then 192. Then 17. So if you add them, 11, 13, 22 carry, 10, 12, 18, 25, 26, 35, 3 carry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850. Clear? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Here, na, this is very easy, guys. I don't think you will have any problem. Nothing any more easier than this. Yeah, simply 5 marks. Simply 5 marks. Nothing. We don't have to do anything here to get this 5 marks. So do one thing. I'll give you one problem. You write down this problem. So do this question. Solve this question. Determine the initial basic feasible solution by least cost method. Okay, this is O1, this is O2, this is O3. Then you can see the demand for that D1, you have D2, you have D3, you have D4, your supply, 6, 8, 4, then 4, 9, 3, then 1, 2, 6, then 5, 7, 2, then guys, if you see this, this is 6, 10, 15, 4, 14, 16, 5, 35. Solve this question, guys. Solve this. Determine the initial basic feasible solution. Determine initial basic feasible solution. Do it by using least cost method. Apply least cost method or matrix minima method. Determine the initial basic feasible solution. Do it, everyone, fast. Okay, anyone got the answer for this? What is the total cost? You can do it, guys. You can do it very easily. Put 6 here, and then this is 8. Then just put 8 here. Will be 2. Then put 2 here. This will be 14. Put, okay, put, okay, we are doing least cost method. I was doing by not this method, but in least cost method, we'll pick the cell which is the least value, the value cell which is having value 1. So I'll put 14 here. If I put 14 here, then nothing can be put for this, and this left is 1. Okay, then 2 I'll put here 1. Nothing can be put for this. This will be 15. Then after 2 you have one more 2. So I'll put here 4. I'll put here 4. Left one is 1. The left one is 1. Nothing can be put for this. Okay, then here I'll put 1. I'll put here 1, and this will be 9. Okay, so this is done. Then the next smallest one is, the smallest one here is 8. 8 means here you will put 6. Then if you put 6 here, then left one is 9. 9 I'll put here. Clear, everyone? So here if you see the test of degeneracy, 4 column, 3 rows, 4 plus 3, 7, minus 1, 6. Total allocation will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so total cost, if you see the total cost, if you see the total cost, if you see the total cost, so the total cost, this will be 14 into 1 plus 6 into 8 plus 9 into 9 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 2 into 4. 14 plus 48 plus 81 plus 02 plus 03 plus 8. So 14, 16, then 19, 27, 27, then 27, 108, 27, 108, 110, 146, 146. You should get the value. So let me just check this. 14 plus 48 plus 81 plus 5, 11. This will be 11. So 10, 14, 1 carry, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 150. Before you're getting here, one minute, I'm getting different values. 14, 48, then 81. Okay, then 2, then 3, then 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. This is 13, 156. You'll get the value called 156. Clear, everyone? Okay, everyone. Anyone, any doubt? Any question, anyone? So this much from the today class. So we completed the northwest corner method. not we already finished northwest corner method. In this class, we finished least cost method or matrix minimum method to determine the initial basic feasible solution. Anyone, any doubt, any question? Can we wind up the class? Okay, everyone. Then I'll wind up the class. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.